Alrighty. Alright, the set. Well. Well, let that sink in. Okay, folks. A huge thing that we're going to do today. Of course, we're going to continue drawing the character. We are going to probably try to finish it. We have to finish drawing the character, render it out. Of course, I'll need to watch out for so many different things. It'll be crazy. Sorry, I've got a hiccup. But first, let me play some songs in the background so we could work a bit better. With the songs in the background, we'll be able to do things. There we go. Kondechi, we are about to continue working on my portfolio. It's not going to take much. I think we are going to make like a series out of it. I mean, in the first place, we're going to figure out first character, right? And we're going to slow go down with the list. For the later characters, I don't think we're going to spend that much time. But actually, for those characters, I think I'll need to spend a bit more time and effort, if you know what I mean. So yeah. I'm just here, I'm just chilling, we're doing some stuff, that's that. And yeah. I mean, from a thing to thing, I believe we're more of a you know, we're more of like almost done thing. Hi Muto, good to have you here. How are you? Hope it going. How are we doing today? I've got a glass of Coke. Oh yeah, that is the sport. Let's go. Okay. I'm tired. Oh no. But we are, well, I feel, yeah, I'm also rather tired. Hi Skylar, good to have you here. How are you? Hope Ryan has gone. Hey, hi. So, let's continue. So, today we're drawing, right? We're going to draw, we are going to continue with our character. The character that we are doing is, as a matter of fact, an OC for those who weren't thinking. Oh my. Okay. So basically, what we need to do is covering the line art, right? Like making sure that the lines are nice and crisp. I'm feeling a bit tired myself, so sorry in the first place if I'm just, yeah. Yeah. So we continue. Today was wild. Today was pretty wild. So yeah. We just need to draw on top of it, right? Give it the crispy lines, and that's it. And we'll be good to go. It feels nice, you know? It actually feels nice. Slowly we're progressing with things. I'm almost done with a Kamaga kill. I'm lacking sorry. I'm on, after episode 16. 8 more episodes and I'm done. I doubt that in a matter of 8 episodes we're going to see the proper ending. And I think I know why this anime also is now having so much hate too. It's not like having hate, it's more like people are just disappointed because the series is not never continued, even though it's really good anime. It has such a material to continue. I doubt it's going to show everything in the anime though. I also heard from my friends who told me a little bit regarding the anime. As a matter of fact, they've told me that that manga is going to yield much more content to me than the anime, and that's actually concerning because, as a matter of fact, manga and anime should have at least similar amount of stuff done. Like for example, Black Lagoon, sure it was cut off, but you've just seen the entire arc of something, right? So I feel like that kind of justifies everything, if you know what I mean. But here it's not, you know. Also, I'm dealing today a little bit with elbow pain, unfortunately. It's a bit more problematic. So yeah. Just slowly working things out. So, sorry today that I'm not going to be really as talkative as usually. I just, you know, again, like I'm kind of tired after work. That's why I also think we're going to make today a bit shorter stream. Even though I really wish I could finally make something, you know, something longer, but I guess. Last week also wasn't my best. I feel like I'm having a lot of struggles with getting back to my usual self, you know what I mean? After the time shift. So yeah, you know. Beep. Hi Zagaga TV here, how are you? Hope Ryan has gone. Bleep, 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 bleep. Oh my. Oh no. Actually, this one shouldn't be like this. This one should be like this. It should be like half of it. Yeah. Poor fish or no? Lily 3 design is cool. Thank you. Yeah, it is. Because I've spent more time and actually analyzed a bit more variety to her character and picked something that fits a bit better. It's very similar to the previous one though. It's very similar to the previous one though, but her hairstyle is a bit different. And there we go. Oh, so. Yeah, you're right, fully. I believe that the street design is fitting her way better than when I was trying to, you know, just pursue something normal, I guess. Although I'm still thinking what other demons we can do. Because, like, of course it's going to bring in some more, you know, this is, like, names. That boob area is weird. Why? Let me check. Her breasts are here only. This is the area. And her neck is going like down here, so it's like, I think it's because the shoulder, probably, yeah, because of this shoulder most likely. That sucks. I can explain it, brain is not working. Yeah, it's okay. My brain is not working either. New brush? No, same brush as always. Just draws without opacity. I've been using it for line art for a while now. Take me a minute to type that. Oh my. It's just 5 pixel big too. I need to sleep, but I have an appointment. Oh no. Oh no. Nah, I know. Alright. I believe this hairstyle reminds me of, and basically her entire character right now, reminds me of some anime character, but I can't really point my finger to what anime character my brain is thinking about right now. Yep, that's better. I really feel like I need to play a game. We'll see, maybe we're going to play a game later. Black Butler Grill. Oh wait, I've totally... Oh yeah, maybe? Maybe. It's probably because of the hearse now, isn't it? That's what it reminds me of. Yeah, but like, You might be onto something though. But yeah, I think it's because of the hairs, maybe. Hairs are pretty much the same as grow. Okay. Alrighty, we're almost there. Righty, that's done. Okay, so the liner is going to be very specific itself. Very specific. Very specific. Also, I think I'm going to try to animate because right now I'm like trying to draw, like color her, right, and just render her out and such. And I basically think also about animating her in spine, like animating some like skills, etc., because I believe that's also going to be necessary, I think. If not, then, you know, at least I'm going to have some other stuff to show in the portfolio, if that makes sense. Yep. So, I can't wait finishing Akamaga Kill. I've got, I think, a bit shorter arc in One Piece too. So I'm going to watch some other anime, but after Akamaga Kill, I need to like plug in some more anime to my currently watching list, just so I could know what I want to jump to. For sure I want to catch up with... Actually, I did catch up with new Dandadan season. For sure I want to catch up with new season of Freerun. That's for sure. I don't know what else. I actually don't know what else. It's, you know, it's one of these times. I just need to look into the thing. Probably I'm going to pick up some like shorter seasonal anime. Oh yeah. We will see them. Also, I feel like Akamaga Kill, at least anime version, could use some rewriting, to be fair. I think it's going to be better if I'm going to see some manga. I know that I knew for granted that actually High School DxD is exactly like the manga. So that I didn't have to object to anything, it's just, you know, the exact same story. I think anime is not going to be released the new season, even though people are constantly like, oh, this year is going to be the year, this year is going to be the year. I don't think so. We're in the moment where actually, you know, we're almost at the end of the series, or rather like around the general half of it, because for the first half we have like the main character like getting around with all the characters we gathered the team, but now we are in like the complexity where not every character in the team actually is under Ria's, because unfortunately she is out of pawns. And actually at this point we already progressed with they already progressed the relationship between the MC and Rias, which means which is also very surprising, MC and Rias take a wedding quite after, so literally in the next season as it's supposed to be. And to do that, Issei has to actually create his own team, which means both Rias and MC are going to actually split the team in twain. Basically, there are going to be characters that will want to be in his team, there are going to be characters that will want to be in her team. And literally right after that, the vampire dude supposed to actually like unleash himself and actually turn into like full Dracula, like freaking Alucard, like beast made out of shadows kind of thing, and leave because, well, it was cool, but, well, he's, you know, it was cool and all, but now he's fully unleashed, so there's no reason for him to hang around losers, so he just dipped out, and yeah, that's that. It was still quite cool story. That's why I feel like this has such a huge potential for rewriting. There are so many different like things you can do, in general idea of it, and actually rewriting it to be not like cornball, raunchy, ecchi harem anime, but genuinely like a nice, even seinen story. Unfortunately, I wish I could make like a writing stream, but those are not really cool. Not that many things are happening there, I'm just there writing. You could see that when I was working on the projects last Sunday. Right, that was quite boring. And probably you could see that whenever we were like doing some writing or planning ahead, whenever there were streams like that. And that's literally going to have the same effect, so I don't want to like risk making a boring stream for y'all, even though like even now I'm like, you know, I'm not really, you know, I'm not really entertaining as much today because of how quite bad I feel. I have a feeling like, you know, maybe not everyone has that feeling, but usually I have like a weird feeling, especially with my nose, and like I feeling like some heat onto my face, like I'm sitting next to like a running radiator, and basically right after I'm getting nosebleeds, but like really bad ones. It'll be crazy if I literally end the stream and get a nosebleed. That'll be cool from my body. Nice present to allow me to finish the stream first. It's because of the like weather. Weather today is like really messed up. It's been raining. Yesterday I fell asleep like really early, so yeah. Like usually I'm falling asleep around 1 AM. Yesterday I fell asleep at like slightly before 23. I just turned off like a freaking droideka from Star Wars. You know? Huh. Alrighty. Okay. Do we need to shade it? No. Also, we need to like finish the colors, so yeah. Her hers are going to still be black. I don't think it needs a change. And I feel like her fraction might use a lot of pink, if that makes sense. So I think we are going to use some like more like magenta, like a darker pink, more reddish pink, if that makes sense. Some purples. I believe gold, because that's also like a color of Victorian era. Gold. And actually green. Victorian era had a lot of green in it, you know what I mean? When it comes to the clothing. Huh. I think we are going to be able to finish just the flats today. I'm wondering what kind of eye color we can go for her. Maybe like also like a pinkish purple. Also, I think a lot of how to say this, a lot of lines are going to make a little bit much more sense. All right. I feel that mostly we're going to still try to keep it black and white when it comes to the design, but actually there are going to be like a lot of like colored elements. I'm even thinking if maybe giving her like a dyed portion of the hairs is going to be, you know, the thing. Okay. Okay, and I think we're going to add it here and here because I think those should be, wait, no, actually that should be white, I think. Yeah, and now we can continue. I'm really sorry that I'm not really talkative today. Really sorry. It's one of these days. Maybe I should have played a game today. Oh my, we'll see how I'm going to feel tomorrow. I want to make a sketch for the new illustration that we are going to do. I'm still wondering what sketch is that going to be, but I think we are going to draw Crony. This is going to be black. I think with like white stripes or something like this. And this skirt is going to be like a magenta color. you know? I think that's going to be the best solution for it. Well, for sure I'm going to leave whatever I have here, but I guess I'm going to experiment a little bit with color scheme for her too. Okay. Yeah. That's that. Oh. I am still wondering what kind of anime we are going to watch next. For sure I want to test out Jujutsu Kaisen. I've heard so much about this anime. Everyone is like, you know, oh, you should watch it. I really want to get into it. Maybe Spy X Family too. I think, well, I want to add like 10 different seasonal anime to my list this time. You know, just to keep it going and give me some more options. But I feel like whenever I'm going to start an anime, I want to keep watching it. So like, for example, when I'm going to start Spy X Family, I'm going to exchange season of Spy X Family with One Piece arc, which means I'm going to like keep at it. And to be fair, that's pretty darn specific if you think about it. When it comes to, you know, like the entire thing, because I'm not that far away from finishing the anime. I'm not that far away with catching up with the actual One Piece. When I'm going to catch up with the episodes, or rather the arc that is not finished yet, I kid you not, I'm going to sit down and wait until all of the episodes are going to be done. Because I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to wait for like everything, you know what I mean? I don't want to be in a state where I have to like wait for another episode to be released, you know? That's one of the issues I have found. And I wanted the skirt to be like dark purple. Maybe not like that dark purple, like let's tone it down. Yeah. And that's actually a really darn good color. The question is, do I want the purple to be the secondary color or the accent color? I think we'll have to choose between the two. Okay, and I'm going to give her black shoes. Okay. That, and we're going to continue with this. But we're going to actually wait. Actually, maybe it's going to be better if I need to do this trick. So basically what I'm doing here is now I'm covering the entirety of this element. Actually, I can even do it one more better. Mark, mark, new layer, bam, drop opacity by 50. Yeah, so basically we can see her legs, well, maybe like to 65. There we go. And now we are going to take this color and keep adding to it, because this is the accent color I want. Yeah. All right. Let's get her tongue. Okay, she looks like a messed up vampire. Oh my. She generally looks like a messed up vampire, but I think she good. Maybe actually we could do this. And actually this is supposed to be her neck. Yeah. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Is it good enough? Me of a silly puppy. Who? More cartoony than your usual. You think? How come? Now, I think this, like, I'm trying to understand why it would look more cartoony than my usual style. I think I've done like it exactly the same as I'm doing my other artworks, to be fair. Hmm. I guess we've got it. Hmm. I think it might be because of the resolution. So what's going to be the next step? Of course, I need to make a note on why the color choices, so please allow me. Dominating black and purple, underline dark, I wouldn't say Victorian, underline the nature of Lilith. Owning and and added white. Is allowing for allowing room for breathing. And help the viewer notice the face. So basically the character is going to be quite memorizable, like quite memorable. But also we've went this way because black and purple are going to, like, basically if you have something that takes, like, pops off from the dominance, that's where the viewer is going to mostly look at, because, like, the majority of things. White button-up shirt helps us to actually look in the direction of the face and actually notice her face, basically. That's the important element. The tongue is popping. Yes, tongue is also popping. Yes, it also helps. True. But also without the tongue, it would be, you know, the face would be still quite visible, right? So that's the thing. But this in this pose is going to be rather for the color scheme, right? So that's the color scheme. Those are variants. Why the peaked variant? Posing. That won't be necessary. Right, and here we have that. So basically, now we have a character, right? Which is going to be also a character for our game. So knowing that fact, well, the thing is that whenever I'm working on things for myself, I know what I want. Which is also kind of because like, hey, actually working with the client, right? And I'm like, yeah, you know, working with the client stuff, it's just, you know, that and that, right? This helps me. This genuinely helps me. Yeah. And I think I'll need to get it, you know, the middle. Yeah. Because now we are going to see the thing, right? The construction to sketch to line art and flats. And probably the last step would be the character like fully rendered, but I think I'm going to do something else, right? I'm going to write it down. Construction, sketch, line art plus flats. There you go. It's definitely not giving me that much possibilities, unfortunately. I'm definitely not capable to do those characters just as fast as I wish I could. But it's, you know, it hits, you know? The thing is that I want to also make spine animations for her, because I want to like also already kind of look into things and prepare. So that's the thing, right? Oh, who that other character? Which one? Which one? Those are literally like the same characters. I was looking at the refs. Oh, the refs. Those are the refs for Lilith. And here's the ref for Lilith also, but her first awakening. Because the characters that we are going to get are going to be able to evolve. Yeah, I don't think if everyone, I believe just some, Lilith is going to be one of them. So she goes from gothic punk to diva, and from diva to S&M kind of character. Yeah. But like, still we're going to keep her in, but she... Don't forget the straps. Yeah. Yeah. But that's like, you know, that's the entire shtick for her, I think. You know? So yeah. It's well, you know. It's going to be very specific. I've got that idea, by the way, from Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, right? Where characters can go through evolutions. Some people like chains more, or chains, or whatever. I see. But yeah, this is going to be the idea, right? Because she's going to... I think she's going to have this outfit, and then she's going to have a bit more like unpinned skirt, right? So like she's not going to be like pinned to this way, but she's going to be more like still tight. I think we are going to turn that into slightly shorter, maybe like latex kind of you know, thing, because she's like, you know, succubus, but also she's going to use a whip, right? So it's going to be like a connection. She's going to be more like turning more into that way, and she's going to quote unquote return to herself. That image. What image? This? Or this? The drone one? Yeah. What's with it? Don't know about getting seasick. Zoom and zoom, zooming out so much. sorry. But folks, I guess we are going to conclude the stream. Again, like, I really don't feel good. And the very next step is going to be drawing turnaround for Lilith. And the turnaround is still going to be in flats, but we are going to add a little bit more details to it, because we are going to see her all around, and we are going to add a little bit more to the character itself, and because of that we are going to mostly focus on, you know, more direct stuff. So yeah, we are going to do this, and well, basically we're just going to work our way around her. Of course, we are going to give her glasses some color. We are going to probably, like, well, in the turnaround we want to work in a bit greater detail. That's the deal. So we are going to work in a little bit better, like, you know, we're going to work in a bit better detail. We're going to do some turnarounds. This is just like a posed character in flats, just so we would be able to know how to draw her. And I do think she looks good. So with that, I think we can end. And hey, thank you all for coming. And as always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you